before Friday's game. The Coachella Valley Rescue Mission takes part in a nationwide initiative addressing homelessness. We have more on that coming up.
Now, this is NBC Palm Springs.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Mark Messer. Olivia Sandusky will be joining us live from Acrisure Arena coming up shortly. But first, we want to get you to this. It's a live look right now from our Agua Caliente casino camera, high above right there in Rancho Mirage. We had a little rain this afternoon in parts of the desert. Meantime, Olivia Sandusky and Pablo Alsina join us live from Acrisure Arena. Guys, I know you have a little bit on the weather, but more importantly, we got the puck drop for tomorrow. Another season for our Coachella Valley Firebirds. How's it going out there?
Mark, the important thing is that it's not raining right now, so it's perfect to come out here to Acrisure Arena where there's a little party on the plaza getting all ready for tomorrow's big game. The fans are so excited, and if you show up here today, man.
Look at this, a swag bag. What's inside? I got this t-shirt, which I love, by the way.
He got that special t-shirt. These ones are also being given out, and I believe there's a hat in here.
There's a blue hat in there.
Some cups as well, and this is free if you stop by, so fans of all ages are welcome. You put that one on.
Let me put this one on right here.
Yeah, that's a welcome to the Coachella Valley gift for you. I got it just for you, Pablo. Now, before we get into your forecast.
Was that a crack on to cover my bald head, Olivia? I'll take that.
I already told you the bald is iconic. We went over this. Now, we have some special guests here with us. We have Luna, Ozzy, and Zephyr, the coolest kids here in the Coachella Valley. And this is part of the fun out here on the plaza. I know, Pablo, you have a background in sports, so you wanted to give them
I'm going to do their play-by-play. Who's going to take a shot? Who's going to take a shot?
Ozzy and Zephyr, you guys want to give it a shot here? Let's see the swing.
Ozzy, here. Ozzy,
and
he's got an opener.
Yep.
He fakes out the defense. He scores! What a goal!
Maybe some future Firebirds here, Pablo.
I love that. Luna, are you a player? You're like a cheerleader, or are you going to take a shot?
Yeah.
You want to take a shot?
Yeah.
Can you both yell, "Go Firebirds"?
Yeah. Yeah.
Go Firebirds.
Go Firebirds.
There we go. Love that.
Ready. You got to come down here. You have until 7 o'clock to come get some of the giveaways and also try your hand at some hockey here. We might have to have Pablo try this out.
Yeah, get some. I'm a soccer player and a basketball player, but I'm going to get into hockey now because of the Firebirds. Real quick on the weather, you can notice the wind is blowing not on my hair, but on her hair. That's going to make it a little bit cooler, but today there was some rain. Very slight chance of rain for tomorrow, around 25%. Tonight, I don't think it's going to rain the rest of the night, so come on out here and get your swag. So let's look at our 3-day Comfort Air forecast for the 3 days. Temperatures still in the 90s, but after Sunday, the temperatures are going to start going down. But it's going to get hot inside the arena tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. All right, Mark, we'll send it back to you for now.
Yeah, Pablo live for us tonight. We'll hear from you guys throughout this evening. All right, turning to some local news at this hour. Residents in Cathedral City were ordered to shelter in place last night after a 78-year-old man allegedly brandished a firearm at his son. According to the Cathedral City Police Department, they received a 911 call at around 7:30 Wednesday night on Durango Road, where a man claimed his father, John Tavares, displayed a firearm. The son fled the home before making the call. Because a firearm was involved in the report, police had to conduct what they called a surround and call out, leading them to order nearby residents to shelter in place for safety. Police say Tavares was arrested without incident and booked on suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon. As of this morning, he has since posted $25,000 bail. He's scheduled to be formally charged on the accusations on December 1st. This week is National Fire Prevention Week, and in an effort to teach fire prevention and best practices, the Palm Springs Fire Department was at Vista Del Monte Elementary this morning with their community risk reduction team. Third graders were taught safety tips around the kitchen, strategies for safely exiting a building that has caught fire, and where to go and who to call should a fire occur. Here's what Fire Chief Paul Alvarado said about the mobile training clinic they used and why it's so important for you and your kids to be aware of what to do in an emergency.
This week is Fire Prevention Week here in the United States. And in Palm Springs, we take it to the next level. Right, so all year long we're providing fire prevention tips for the neighborhoods, but this week specifically we really target the third graders here and we partner with the school district. What you're seeing here is our fire safety house. We're able to put smoke inside the rooms, show kids what it looks like, teach them to stay low, teach them to check a door to make sure if it's hot before opening up that door. So we're teaching them a lot of safety elements, but one of the most important things is smoke alarms. to make sure that they're changing their batteries and their smoke detectors. And when they hear it, what to do, stay low and get out and have a plan with their family where to meet.
If you're interested in learning more about fire prevention, you can reach out to the Palm Springs Fire Department or stop by your local station. A 24-hour conversation on a bench. That's what one local organization is aiming to tackle, making them a part of a national movement to raise awareness about homelessness. Tiani Jadaling joins us live in studio. She spoke with those hosting the conversation and shares the details tonight. Tiani.
Mark, for the past 5 hours, Amanda Galindo, the executive director for the Coachella Valley Rescue Mission, has sat still on that podcast-style bench. She's discussing the next steps for the community, not just here in the Coachella Valley, but throughout the country.
Me being in school right now and working where I'm working and the things that I'm learning, I don't feel like I missed it. I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be.
That's Dolores Castro. She graduated from one of Coachella Valley Rescue Mission's programs back in March, and she's participating in one of 70 24-hour conversations on a bench throughout the country today. For the next several hours, Amanda Galindo will hear from people like Dolores, targeting real conversations about addressing what she calls a huge ordeal.
They don't have anywhere to go. They don't have shelters. They don't have a blanket. They don't have a bed. How are we here to help, and how can we take those people out from being homeless and assisting them and getting shelter?
Castro tells me she's grateful to be a part of this experience that she never thought would become a reality. Her journey began when her daughter dropped her off at the mission right after she was released from prison. But now she says she's become a new person.
It was helping me learn how to be accountable, how to be responsible, how to show up, how to be on time, how to be part of a team.
From success stories to words from a local pastor.
It's not just talk, it's being done.
The 24 hours includes input from several members of the community.
Any problem or any crisis or any storm, if they cannot meet their needs, they will find somebody that will meet their needs.
The executive director understands not every individual is going to require the same tools to get help. So she's taking these conversations as a building block to help the Coachella Valley Rescue Mission and their clients.
Having them have that support and knowing that we're going to be there every day until you're ready. And when you're ready, we're going to welcome you into the mission.
The executive director has a number of interviews lined up for her up until tomorrow at noon. These conversations are being live streamed on both CVRM's Facebook and YouTube. Live in studio, I'm Tiani Jadaling, NBC Palm Springs.
Tiani, thank you. Local nonprofit Shays Warriors Life After Cancer is partnering with La Quinta Brewing Company for their second annual Bosoms and Brews Fest, advocating for breast cancer awareness. The fundraiser will support local cancer survivors with free monthly cancer support services, such as health and wellness programs and workshops throughout the year. The fundraiser will take place Thursday, October 16th from 5 to 9 p.m. at La Quinta Brewing Company's Palm Desert location. The partners say this evening that this event happens will be country themed with live music filled with pink glitter and a special crafted pink beer, as well as raffle prizes. Thousands will walk El Paseo to raise money for the fight against cancer for the Paint El Paseo Pink Awareness Walk. The event brings the community together to support Valley residents who are battling the disease. Online registration has ended, but if you want to register, you can head on over to Hotel Paseo. In-person registration is still open. The last day to register will be Friday. The walk is Saturday, October 11th. It kicks off at 7:30 in the morning. Coming up next tonight, California becomes the first state to ban ultra-processed foods from schools. What the new law means for students, that's ahead. Plus, signs of hope in the Middle East after the first phase of the Israel-Hamas peace deal reaches an agreement. We'll be right back.
committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 5.
A major breakthrough in the Middle East. Israel and Hamas have agreed to phase 1 of a U.S.-brokered ceasefire plan, which includes the release of all hostages held in Gaza. Correspondent Julia Benbrook is at the White House with the details.
In a social media post, President Donald Trump announced that both Israel and Hamas had agreed to phase 1 of his 20-point proposal to end the war in Gaza, writing this, quote, "This means that all of the hostages will be released very soon, and Israel will withdraw their troops to an agreed-upon line as the first steps toward a strong, durable, and everlasting peace."
As you know, last night we reached a momentous breakthrough in the Middle East, something that people said was never going to be done. We secured the release of all of the remaining hostages, and they should be released on Monday or Tuesday.
In recent weeks, we have seen a lot of momentum toward a potential ceasefire agreement. When Trump hosted Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu here at the White House, Netanyahu expressed support for the 20-point plan. Days later, after receiving pressure and a deadline from Trump, Hamas said it would immediately enter negotiations to release all of the hostages, but stopped short of fully endorsing the proposal. Israel and Hamas began indirect talks, which led to an agreement on the first phase. It's important to note that even with an agreement on phase 1, there are still a lot of questions about how and when a lasting deal could come together. Trump's announcement of the agreement did not address some of the sticking points in the proposal, including Hamas disarmament and the future governance of Gaza. At the White House, I'm Julia Benbrook.
Turning to some news around the region tonight, California has become the first state to legally define ultra-processed foods and ultimately ban them from being served to school children. Governor Gavin Newsom signed the Real Food, Healthy Kids Act into law on Wednesday. The state legislature passed the first of its kind bill last month. It defines ultra-processed food as that which may contain ingredients such as high amounts of saturated fat, sodium, added sugar, as well as certain additives. The law also requires public health officials and scientists to decide which ultra-processed foods are most harmful to human health. Foods of concern would then be removed from school menus. The law requires the foods to be identified and phased out by July of 2035. Before you bake your next fall treat, double check your cinnamon brand. Eureka Incorporated out of Pomona announced a recall of its Dura ground cinnamon found in 100-gram plastic containers. The FDA says the product may be contaminated with lead. Extended exposure to lead can potentially lead to various health problems, although no related illnesses have been reported so far. The cinnamon was sold in California and Michigan from late August to early October. More information is available right now at fda.gov. We're giving you a live look tonight from our Indian Wells Golf Resort camera. Pablo Alsina is going to join us next live from Acrisure Arena ahead of the puck drop tomorrow for the Firebirds' 4th season. That and more when we come back.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
We are giving you a live look right now from our Walter Clark Highway 111 camera there and Rancho Mirage. You can see a lot of cloud cover in the Coachella Valley tonight. Meantime, NBC Palm Springs' Olivia Sandusky and our Pablo Alsina join us live from Acrisure Arena, not only with the forecast, but we're getting ready for the puck drop tomorrow, guys. The 4th Firebird season about to get underway.
Yes, we are, Mark. It's very exciting. You have until 7 to join us out here. You've already got the moves, Pablo.
I'm dancing like a bird. I'm ready to see them beat the goals. I'm pumped for the Firebirds.
You're ready to lead the fan section, but there may be somebody who's a little more spirited than you who's here tonight with us. Julian is here.
Julian, come on in here.
And, I mean,
in the middle, Julian.
Tell us a little bit about your involvement with the fans out here in the Valley.
Well, it started out as a fun little group. It's by name Coachella Valley Firebird Facebook group. It's just a fan-based group that we will come on out and have fun. We've met a lot of great people that otherwise I would have never met them anywhere else. Come out to Firebirds, we all hang out and, you know, just do the fun stuff.
Yeah. We also have Nate here.
Youngsters.
Who's one of these fans. Nate, do you have a favorite player? I know the team has changed over. It could be from a past team from the Firebirds.
Stezka.
Alex Stezka. All right. Are you coming to the game tomorrow?
Probably not.
Probably not. Well, we got to get you to a game soon then, Nate. You're on the Junior Firebirds.
Yes, I am.
Did the Firebirds inspire you to take up hockey?
Yes, they are the reason I joined hockey.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Nate. We hope you come to a game soon. Isn't that great to see all the fans out here?
Young, old, all types of different ages, women, men, little kids. I love it out here. Quickly, I'm loving it now because with the clouds and the wind, it doesn't feel that hot. So let's look at our 7-day forecast brought to you by Comfort Air. You see high temperatures of 94 degrees in the Palm Springs area, but you do notice some rain for tomorrow, around a 30% chance of rain, but maybe a 1/4 of an inch total in this area for the 2 days combined. The rest of the week, the temperatures are going to start going down, even reaching the 70s later next week. I can't wait for that, Olivia.
That sounds fantastic. We'll have more from the pop-up event here at 6 o'clock for you, so we'll see you then.
NBC Palm Springs Sports with Caitlin Kelly, powered by Agua Caliente Casino.
The party continues outside of Acrisure Arena. We've got the pop-up event that's underway right now. Let's go live to Caitlin Kelly, joining us live from the arena with all the excitement. Hey, Caitlin.
Hey, Mark, that's right. Fans are getting fired up, excited for the first home puck drop of the Firebirds season. That's going to be taking place tomorrow, which of course is Friday. And you know what Friday means? It means Friday Night Lights. Myself and Tim O'Brien, we cover, of course, the Firebirds here at Acrisure Arena, but we also cover Friday Night Lights, which means high school football. But believe it or not, Tim and I aren't the only ones that have to juggle the coverage on the ice and on the gridiron. I want to introduce you to Don Davis. At Acrisure Arena, game nights can get loud, and keeping fans happy and safe is no small task. But for usher Don Davis, it's all part of the fun.
I've been here for the full 3 years that the arena's been open, and I've met so many people that I knew from years ago. Now they've lived in the Valley 30 years, and it's fun to bump into them. I have a very good spot at hockey games, making sure people are seated properly and getting the best experience.
From helping fans find their seats to cheering right along with them, Don's familiar face has become a fixture at Firebirds games. But when the final horn sounds, his work week isn't over.
Since I'm a football official, I meet a lot of people in the Valley from all the different high schools. They come to the games as well. I take my philosophy of the Acrisure to the football field. I tell both teams, you're on different teams, but we're all Coachella Valley, one team.
And whether he's on the field or in the arena, Don makes sure fans feel welcome, supported, and part of something bigger.
Being with the arena and the Firebirds for the past 3 seasons and being totally excited, I know a lot about the Firebirds. All the players, their history, our statistics, how we're doing, how the game is performed. So if you're in the arena and you have any questions, look me up in one of the aisles as an usher, and I'll fill you in with any questions you have.
Man, Don is such a great guy. And when I had the chance to speak with him the other day, I asked him, hey, this Friday, are you going to be on the gridiron or are you going to be at Acrisure Arena for the home opener? He said, Caitlin, I have had this day blocked off for months. I wouldn't miss that Firebirds home opener. Live at Acrisure Arena, I'm Caitlin Kelly. Mark, I'm sending it back to you.
All right, Caitlin, thanks for bringing us that story. We appreciate it. Indio residents, get ready for the first ever Coachella Valley Firebirds Indio Night. It's coming up Thursday, October 30th. The city announcing today they're giving away 2 pairs of tickets, and you could be one of the lucky winners. Here's how you enter. Follow the City of Indio Facebook page, like the giveaway post, and then comment something you love about Indio. It's that easy. The deadline to enter is Friday, October 10th at midnight. Winners will be contacted Monday, October 13th. We have some movie news right now. Here's David Daniel with tonight's Hollywood Minute.
Saoirse Ronan is joining the Beatles biopics. According to multiple reports, the 4-time Oscar nominee is set to play Linda Eastman McCartney, wife and eventual bandmate of Paul McCartney. Oscar nominee Paul Mescal plays Paul. He and Ronan also played husband and wife in the 2023 sci-fi thriller Foe. The 4 Beatles biopics, one from each band member's point of view, are due out in 2028.
This game, it fills stadiums overseas. And it's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
Or a movie screen. A secret screening at the New York Film Festival turned out to be the world premiere of Marty Supreme. Star Timothy Chalamet and director Josh Safdie were on hand for the surprise. Marty Supreme opens in theaters December 25th.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but we're going to Jersey.
The Heroes in a Half Shell make a shocking discovery in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Chrome Alone 2 Lost in New Jersey. The new short film is set to play in front of the SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants when it debuts in theaters December 19th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Rocker Gene Simmons is recovering at home after a traffic accident on Tuesday. The KISS co-founder and bassist hit a parked car in Malibu. He reportedly lost consciousness just before the crash and veered across several lanes. The 76-year-old's wife, Shannon Tweed Simmons, said he blacked out because he was on new medication and became dehydrated. First responders took him to the hospital and he was discharged. Simmons wrote on X Wednesday he is completely fine and described the wreck as a slight fender bender. We'll be right back.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
All right, finally tonight, a Minnesota house is decked out in all things Taylor Swift for Halloween. It's following Swift's album release, The Life of a Showgirl. The homeowner there took inspiration by setting up skeletons and dressing them up. Fun way to celebrate Halloween, which is just a few weeks away. We'll see you tonight at 6 o'clock, everybody. Good night.